Hey guys, Andrew Houston here from Profit Contractors. I'm just here on vacation. I thought I'd touch in and give you guys some insights on just that, on having a vacation. I mean, so many times we go on vacation and we come back and it's a nightmare. So here at Profit Contractors, we help contractors go from chaos to control, getting their profits to pay for their freedom, having more fun, making a better business and getting a better life out of it, okay? Hey, Alex, how's it going, brother? So anyways, guys, I'm still on vacation. I just popped into the office just to, clean up, do little projects here and there. And I want to give you guys some tips on how you can help have a successful vacation like I'm having, okay? So here we go. We're going to go to the board here. Hopefully you guys can see this, all right? So the first thing is we got to look at things that are time sensitive. Okay, so if you're going away on vacation, okay, and you got a bunch of quotes that need to get done, things of that nature, or certain people that have to get, that need to be getting in touch with, you need to identify what those things are. Now, we're going to get to how you delegate and how you get involved, but first of all, we got to get out of our heads, what are the things that are, time sensitive, things that while we're away need to be addressed, okay? So that's one of the first agenda items that we want to do. And again, as we build and as we go through these 5 or 6 tips today on how to have a successful vacation, understand that we have to put structure around almost anything that we do if we want to have success with it, right? So the first thing is identify simply, just on a piece of paper, on a napkin, what are some of the time-sensitive issues that have to be addressed while you're away, okay? Next thing, what are some of the things that need your approval? Okay, if there are things that need your approval, now I think the lettering's upside down, so guys, if it's upside down, which it might be, this says time sensitive, okay, so identify things that are time sensitive. Next thing is identify things that need your approval, okay? If there's certain things that need your approval while you're away or that could pop up while you're away, identify those things and either contact the people that, and let them know that somebody else is going to be given the approval of that, or identify and engage with the people to say, hey, if there's certain things that need to be addressed potentially while I'm away, maybe we can just put it off until maybe the week that I'm back, okay? This is all about preventing chaos, okay? Preventing, chaos from coming into your vacation and coming into your business while you're away. Next thing we want to look at, now that we got these 2 items identified, next thing we want to look at, guys, really quickly, and these are all things, team, just to let you know why I'm having a successful vacation is because I follow this process, okay? So if you follow it, you're going to have a much better vacation, or a much better chance of having a better vacation, and your team's going to have a much better chance of succeeding while you're away, right? It's not just about you, it's about your team as well. Next thing is, here we go, we want to put the right people in charge, okay? Now, when I say the right people, put people in charge, we want to deal with the right people. I know, guys, it looks like it's upside down. Anyways, I'll have to figure that out when I get back from vacation. But anyways, it says put the right people in charge, all right? Now, why do I say people? Well, look, most people have an office, okay? So we want to identify who's the person in the office that needs to be dealing with office stuff, whether it's paperwork, whether some of those things that need to be approved. What are some of those things, and who's the right person that's going to be dealing with office type of authority, roles, and responsibilities, okay? So you want to put somebody in charge from an office perspective, and you also want to put somebody in charge from a field perspective. Now, for some of you guys that have got really small contracting companies, look, you might have to have somebody that's wearing both these hats, the field hat and the office hat. Ideally, though, you want to separate them, okay, because it's a lot to handle, as you know, trying to wear too many hats, especially when the owner's away, okay? So if you can, separate the field from the office, okay? So now we can apply the time-sensitive issues, the things that need your approval, separate to the field and separate to the office, all right? Alex, let me know what you think, brother, as we're going through this. In correspondence with putting the right people, okay, with the right hats, we want to let them know what are the rules of the game. Okay? What are the rules of the game that go with each one of these different hats? These people that you're going to be delegating and giving this authority to. to make certain, authoritative decisions from an approval perspective, dealing with time-sensitive issues, along with just the daily items, okay? Next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we communicate. Now that we've got time-sensitive issues identified, we've identified things that need your approval, we've identified putting the right people in the right seats on the bus, okay? Now what we got to look at is this. Communicate. Now what's communicate? Yeah, okay, you're going to communicate obviously to the person in the field, you're going to communicate to the person that's, taking charge of things in the office, but look, we also got to communicate to the what? To the rest of the team that these people are going to have the authority, that these people are going to be wearing those hats that you were wearing and are going to have the right level of approval and the right level of insight to things that are time sensitive so that everybody can get what they need, when they need it, okay, and how they need it. We also got to communicate to who else? Who else? Our suppliers. Okay, we got to let our suppliers know. Now you might say to yourself, I don't need to let them know. Well, yeah, if you want to have increase your chance of having a much better vacation, okay, you got to let your suppliers know so that these people that have been given approval in the office and in the field, that when they engage with your suppliers are like, hey, yeah, that's right. Alex told me that you were going to take care of this. Hey, brother, how's it going? So we got to identify, or we got to communicate to the team, we got to communicate to our suppliers, okay? And we got to communicate to our who? Our customers. Yes, if we got some key customers, guys, and you know it, so many times, when we're dealing with, new people as part of the Profit for Contractors team, they will, have to engage with customers, and sometimes, a lot of times, the customers are dealing directly with the owner, okay? So you want to make sure that those customers that you're engaging with, maybe on some time-sensitive projects, okay? Maybe some things that need your approval, are going to have the insights, okay? So that, guess what? All three of these people, being the team, the suppliers, and the customers, can work together on your behalf, right? With the right rules of the game, to make sure that we are what? To make sure they are successful while you are away. Now, what else have we got to look at? We got to look here, guys, down here, down below, going way down below. I feel like the friendly giant, right? Instead of going way up, I'm going to say look way down. We have to define success. Now, I think you'd be foolish to think that your business is that the decisions are going to be made exactly the way, hey, Curtis, brother, nice to see you here. I think it would be foolish to think that they're going to be able to make the same decisions exactly the way that you would. Okay? Guys, just like a game of sports, okay, we're defining what the rules of the game are so we know what's in bounds, what's out of bounds, like lines in the sand, so that they can play in the field in a way that allows them to be successful, okay? You don't want people to be so tight with the decisions that they have to make that it has to be exactly the way that you're going to make them. That's not going to work. You got to give them flexibility. If you're going to be putting people into a position to cover you off in the office and in the field, we got to have some sort of trust that they're going to be able to make the right decisions, and it might be a little bit different than how you're going to make them. Maybe the different wording, maybe different tonality, maybe a little bit of a different approach, but with the right mindset behind them as far as what defines success, okay? Hey, when I'm running a job site back in the day, or Curtis, you're running a job site, Alex is running a job site, we can all run the job site, the same job site, the exact same job site, slightly differently, and all still be successful, okay? So long as we know what the definition of success is, when things need to get done, who needs to approve it, and what budgets do we need to follow, what defines profitability, what are those boundaries of what defines success, okay? Now here's the other thing. When we look at this as far as this whole thing, picture this like a playing field, like we got a set of field goal posts down here, field goal posts down here, guys. This is what defines the ability of how they can play, how they can succeed, and that it's going to ensure that they have what they need while you're away. Now my team has been kicking ass while I've been away. Now, some people might be saying, you know what, you got to completely disconnect while you're away. Well, I guess it depends on what you want to look at as for success. I'm going to be straight up and honest with you guys listening in on this. I've actually asked my team to bug me. I wouldn't say bug me. I've asked, certain team members with certain hats to inform me when they've had some really big wins. Why? Because guys, it gets me totally jacked up, okay? As an entrepreneur, when I hear from my team, hey, you know, we helped out this client, hey, we made this much progress in this specific area. Now, if they've got challenges and issues, okay, I know that they can deal with. I'm not asking them to bring that to me while I'm on vacation. I'm asking them to give me some candy, you know, almost like a happy pill that actually amplifies my happiness throughout my holidays when they're giving me little tiny texts saying, hey, Andrew, we landed these clients, you know, we've made this much progress, and that really excites me. So I've actually chosen to get certain pieces, very selective pieces of information from the business, and my beautiful wife knows this as well, because it makes me happy, okay? And I like to hear those types of things. Now, the other stuff, as far as challenges, things of that nature, yeah, if we need to cover off certain things when I get back, yeah, we'll talk about that kind of stuff, okay? So you define your success of happiness while you're on vacation. Make sure your team has what they have. And I guess the last thing, okay, is this. Look at this as an opportunity when you go away from vacation to do what? To test and measure. Test and measure what? Test and measure how well this business can run without you, okay? Even if it's a long weekend, you take it off the Friday, take off the Monday, see how well it works, right? If you can test things out even in those micro chunks of maybe a long weekend and then maybe, you know, a Friday and a Monday off, then you're going to be testing things out as you're approaching your week off or 2 weeks off, instead of waiting until you get right to the game and it's like, oh shoot, I didn't think about this. I wish I had tested that and taken off a Friday, okay? So test and measure, do micro steps. Let's just cover this off again because it's probably all inverted and I got to get rolling because I got to go pick up my son, okay? We got to, first of all, identify things that are time sensitive before we go on vacation, even if it's just for 1 day or 2 days. Got to identify things that need your approval, okay? Potentially that might need your approval while you're away. And who are the right people in charge to take over those levels of approval and to manage whether it's the field or the office, okay? Identify what the rules of the game are, okay? So that you can communicate to the team what the rules of the game are as far as your team is concerned, as far as your suppliers are concerned, as far as your customers are concerned, okay? So that you can do what? You can define success, enable your team to be successful, give yourself and your team an opportunity to do what? To test and measure so that you can see how well this business runs more and more without you. Okay, guys, got to rock and roll. Still on vacation. Thought I'd tap in, see how you guys are doing, give you some gold, because I'm having a great vacation thanks to my team. My team, I love you guys. You're doing an awesome job. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Again, it's Andrew Houston here from Profit for Contractors. Guess we call it, again, Tradie Tips in the Truck. You're probably in the truck, guys, watching this. Again, we help contractors go from chaos to control, getting their profits to pay for their freedom, giving them a better life, giving them better business, okay? For them, for their team, and for their whole community. Okay, guys, we'll see you on the flip side. Catch you later. Again, if you're not part of the Contractor Tips group, I know Alex, Curtis, you guys are all part of the Champion CEO group, but for those that want to get some free insights and things of that nature, join the Contractor Tips group where you get more insights like this. And for all of my family, PFC people out there, love you guys. We'll see you in the flip. I'll be back, I guess, later on next week, midweek, I think. Yep, I think that's about it. And we'll catch you guys on the flip. Ciao. Let us know what your insights were from this, Alex, Curtis, anybody else watching this, and hopefully that helps. Ciao.